Fidelis Care offers quality, affordable health coverage for children and adults of all ages and at all stages of life. Quality health coverage, it's our mission. Call 1-888-FIDELIS or visit fideliscare.org.
Hello everybody and welcome to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Every week at this time we take a look at our local college sports programs and we begin with our honor roll of local college athletes, brought to you by M&T Bank. At M&T Bank we're listening, learning, and working hard to understand what's important to Western New York. It's what we've been doing since 1856. M&T Bank, understanding what's important. Coming in at number 3, we have a hole-in-one. U of R junior Jonas Scott aced the par 3/8 at Oak Hill during the Fred Kravitz Invitational on his way to a closing round of 76. At number 2, Emma Jones of Rush Henrietta broke the RIT track and field record in the 1500 meters. Emma's a junior. And topping this week's list, Geneseo tennis star Marilyn Santos won her 64th career singles match, a new school record. Marilyn is a senior from Jamaica, New York. Time now for our local college spotlight athlete of the week, brought to you by Northwestern Mutual.
Northwestern Mutual's college internship program has been nationally ranked as one of America's top 10 internships. Contact Molly Doherty for more information. The Northwestern Mutual Life Insurance Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sports is a nice diversion for most. For others, it's a lifesaver, or close to it. Bill Pucko reports from SUny Brockport.
To senior Eli Carrera of SUny Brockport, this is the sound of life, bat-hitting ball. Dating back to when Eli was playing baseball with homemade equipment on the sandlots and streets of his native Cuba.
In Cuba, we don't really have a lot to worry about. Like the system, like people, it's not like a lot of. It's not like here that you go to work and you have to pay bills. In Cuba, it's more like, let's say, poor than here. So we just play, we just have fun. We go day by day, doing sports and trying to like go through the day somehow. And we play baseball. It's.
Fast forward to 2008. Carrera emigrates to the United States and settles in Rochester as a teenager in a strange country with a foreign language, no friends. But young Eli recognized it for what it was.
Where I'm coming from, we don't really have what we got here. So when we come to America and then we got everything that we got here, I try to take advantage, trying to I didn't have it before, so I have it now. I have to make something happen with it.
And for Carrera, baseball was part of making it happen. First at Monroe and then at Franklin. Too old to play as a senior at Franklin, he wound up at Monroe Community College the next year and played there. But cut in his second year. Strike 2.
It hurts. It hurts a lot. It hurts a lot because at the moment, that was my dream, going through the toilet, and I was like, what am I going to do now? It really hurts. That's stuff that I don't really talk about it. I was off for 3 days. I couldn't go to sleep. I was not being part of any baseball team. I was like, I'm in the street right now. Like, what am I going to do?
What Eli did was transfer to Genesee Community and played there before catching the eye of SUny Brockport coach Justin Beach, who took a flyer on the kid.
That's what you do it for, right? You do it for the love of the game, and we're not getting paid millions of bucks here, and we're spending an awful lot of time with these guys. But when you see somebody who loves the game that much, it gives you that energy of, hey, this is what I signed up for.
The reason why I'm here today in college is because baseball. I came with that goal. I was like, I'm going to be a baseball player. I'm going to be a baseball player. I'm going to be a baseball player. But now that changed. Now, because baseball, I learned to do so many things that now I know that I'm not those guys that can only play baseball. Now I can play baseball, but I can do some other things now that I didn't know that I could, and that's thanks to baseball. That's thanks to Brockport.
My name is Eliezer Carrera. I'll be your teacher for today.
Carrera will graduate Brockport with a degree in physical education. He wants to teach in the Rochester City School District, a proud alumnus, and eventually return home to Cuba to teach there, an ambition which has become even more realistic following President Obama's visit to that country last month.
You know, when I was in Cuba, it wasn't like that. In Cuba, every day they would put something on TV about Americans that bad. Now they don't have nothing to say about that. Now the Americans are not the bad ones. Now they the friends. You know, see how everything changed now, and I'm glad that happens. I'm glad that Obama, you know, make it to Cuba and get the great speech. And now, like, everybody's more, people like him now. People like him, Obama, now in Cuba. They like him a lot now. And, you know, hopefully, you know, Cuba get the freedom soon.
From SUny Brockport, Bill Pucko for the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat.
When we return, JC DeLast talks hoops with Kevin Broderick of Nazareth, and Kim Burnson has our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. All that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat returns. As we head to break, here's a look at the Nazareth Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Nazareth College. As we come back from break, here's a look at the Geneseo Athletes of the Week, brought to you by SUny Geneseo. Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for joining us on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Every week, JC DeLast from WYSL Radio will help us get to know an area coach with the Fidelis Care Coach's Corner. The Fidelis Care Coach's Corner is presented by Fidelis Care, quality health coverage. It's our mission.
This is JC DeLast with this week's Fidelis Care Coach's Corner, and this week our guest is Kevin Broderick, now in his 7th season as head men's basketball coach at Nazareth College. Coach, as a graduate of Nazareth College, how do you think that gives you a unique perspective when you're out recruiting student athletes?
Well, certainly as a graduate, I can talk about the positive experience I had as a student and a player. You know, I loved the Nazareth tradition, and I lived it, and I can share that with potential recruits.
The challenge of balancing academics with athletics, that's a big piece of the puzzle, isn't it?
It really is, and we recruit all serious students, and you know, I've been at this 20 years, and every year I spend a little bit more time trying to make that balance work as good as possible. We want all of our players to have the opportunity to be great students, to be great athletes, and to enjoy the rest of Nazareth College. And I think we do that. It's not easy, but I think we get that done.
You've played for and worked with some terrific coaches through your career. Talk a little bit about some of the coaching mentors you've had and what they've meant to you.
Yeah, I've been very lucky. When I came to Nazareth, Bill Nelson was at the end of his winning 20 games for 3 straight years, and I got a chance to play for Bill, who's a great coach at Johns Hopkins, and 3 years for Mike Daly, who was a great coach here for 23 years. And when my coaching career started, in addition to working for Coach Daly, working for John Beeline and Bill Van Gundy. You know, when I really was serious about coaching as a profession, Bill Van Gundy really taught me what a coach is supposed to do. I really didn't know. Sometimes people think you know because you played, but I didn't know. And
when you have a tough day now, who do you reach out to? Who's the one that you get the advice from?
You know, Coach Beeline is much like myself, where we're so focused during the season. I would never bother him during the season. And, Coach Van Gundy and Coach Daly are not coaching right now. And Coach Van Gundy's called me probably once a week for the last 15 years. And he's seen it all in a great coaching career. He helped, obviously, his 2 sons become great coaches. And there's really not an experience he hasn't lived. So he's helped me out immensely, as they all have. And Coach Beeline and I certainly reach out to in the off season, but not during the season.
We'll wrap up with what's the best part about coaching here at Nazareth College?
I've always wanted to coach here. It's a great school. Our players love it here, and the chance to work with terrific people and coach terrific kids. Nazareth is about the people, and I felt that as a player. It's even better in the 7 years I've been back, and there's just great people here, and it's a joy to come to work every day.
Thanks for joining us, Coach.
Thanks, JC.
And thank you for watching this week's Fidelis Care Coaches Corner.
Kim Burnson has our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete of the Week next, and later on, home is where the Red Hawks are. All that and more when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat continues. Before we go to break, here's a look at the RIT Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the Rochester Institute of Technology. As we come back from break, here's a look at the SUny Brockport Athletes of the Week, brought to you by the College at Brockport.
Hello everyone and welcome back to the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Kim Burnson. It's time now for our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete.
The Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete is brought to you by our friends at Fusion Digital, a proud supporter of college athletics.
We honor Ethan Hite of St. John Fisher as our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. Ethan is a native of Coudersport, PA, and is a sophomore pitcher for the Cardinals baseball team. He's currently majoring in nursing with a minor in Spanish. Ethan was an Empire 8 Fall Academic Achievement winner, recognized for his contributions on the field and excellence in the classroom, carrying above a 3.75 GPA. For his bright future on the baseball diamond and willingness to help others this week, Ethan Hite of St. John Fisher is our Fusion Digital Scholar Athlete. Now here's Dave with our Bill Gray's College Calendar.
The Bill Gray's College Calendar is brought to you by our friends at Bill Gray's Restaurants, a proud supporter of local college athletics.
Here's our Bill Gray's local college calendar for the week ahead. It's quite possibly the game of the season. It's the highly anticipated men's lacrosse matchup of RIT at Nazareth. All the Geneseo women will be at Brockport Tuesday. The softball teams go at it at 3 and 5. The women's lacrosse teams from the same two SUny schools square off at 4. There's baseball at Brockport on Tuesday as well. The U of R baseball team has a game against the Golden Eagles. On Saturday, the Fisher baseball team hosts always tough Ithaca. Also on Saturday, it's the St. John Fisher Cardinal Track and Field Classic. Beginning at 10, all of the area college teams will be there for that event. That is our Bill Gray's College Sports Beat calendar. Here's how some of our Section 5 alums are performing at colleges outside of Rochester in a segment we call Postcards from College. Fairport's Connor Simonetti is a .303 hitter with 9 home runs for the Kent State baseball team. The junior is a former Section 5 Player of the Year. Tommy Wagner continues to lead the Cornell baseball team in batting with a .358 average. Wagner is a junior and starting third baseman. Former Victor High School teammate Dale Wickham is batting .295. Dale is a sophomore and the starting center fielder. Michigan sophomore Aiden Falk from Mercy has her average up to .279. She starts at first base for the nationally ranked Wolverines. Those are our postcards from college. Up next, our honor roll of teams, and then tennis from around the world at Roberts Wesleyan. All that when the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat continues. As we head to break, here's a look at the Roberts Wesleyan Athletes of the Week, brought to you by Roberts Wesleyan College.
As we come back from break, here's a look at the St. John Fisher Athletes of the Week, brought to you by St. John Fisher College. Welcome back, everyone. Thanks again for joining us on the Fidelis Care College Sports Beat. I'm Dave Yates. Here is our honor roll of local college teams, brought to you by Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments. Where can you go to get expert advice and installation on TVs, sound systems, and automation for your home, car, or business? Come see Dave, Digital Audio Visual Environments. ComeSeeDave.com. In at number 3, MCC Women's Lacrosse won its 59th consecutive game to go 9-0 on the season. For Coach Craig Chamberlain, win number 150. Holding the second spot, the Nazareth men's lacrosse team beat Hartwick 20-9, its 6th win in the last 7 games. And topping our list, the St. John Fisher men's golf team won its 6th straight Empire 8 title, earning an automatic bid to nationals, which Fisher hosts at Midvale Country Club next month. And that brings us to our Monroe County Sports Commission Spotlight Team of the Week. The Monroe County Sports Commission, along with Visit Rochester, is proud to announce and welcome the upcoming sporting events to Rochester, New York. Please visit monroecountysports.org. Tennis is an international sport, especially at Roberts Wesleyan, where it's a United Nations event. Here's Kim Burnson.
"10,000 miles. It sure does sound like a long distance, especially when those 10,000 miles separate you from the place you call home. For the internationally diverse ladies of the Roberts Wesleyan women's tennis team, their skills on the court have all led them to the same place.
And they can be from across the world, but they're really good friends and teammates, and that's what makes it fun. Natalia from Colombia. This is Alyssa from right around here. Marine from France. Maureen. This is Tiffany from Johnson City. And Marusha is our newest member from the Netherlands. Our twins, Camilla and Emily, who are seniors today, and this is their last match. They're from Albury, Australia. We've loved having them.
And whether they grew up thousands of miles away or right around the corner, home has found a new meaning.
Initially, obviously it's like nervous, coming, from the other side of the world to coming on, in America, and like a whole new team, new people. It's not your family, but you know what? Your team becomes your family, and I'm very lucky to have all these girls in my life. So the dynamic, I'd say, straight from pre-season day one, we very much become like family. Looking at like colleges all over America, and we're so lucky to both get a scholarship here, and we're both studying the same major, so we're just lucky to be on the same team, and with these lovely ladies, we're great to have them around us. Yes.
Twin sisters Camilla and Emily Linhart are natives of Albury, Australia. And after spending the last 4 years on campus, they know how important it is to have a relationship with teammates off the court.
The twins have held, sleepover parties in their townhouse here on campus, just to try, for team bonding and going out together and stuff. So they've done a good job with that.
The Linhart sisters have helped lead the Red Hawks in the team's 9 wins this season. On their senior day, they stole the spotlight, helping Roberts defeat RIT 7-2 in their last match of the season and of their college careers. The twins racked up 4 points in the win and were victorious in both their singles and doubles matchups.
Oh, they have been wonderful. They brought leadership, even in their freshman year, they brought leadership. And as they grew up through their time here, they've matured and brought even more. But they had a job here on campus while they were student athletes, getting exceptional grades and being involved in the school. Division II allows you to do that, though.
As a coach, it can be tough to recruit long distance when most of the communication is done over the phone or via Skype.
They all have the same questions. They want to know about the team and kind of the team dynamics, how the team gets along, and also what our practice and travel schedule is. So, it's just we have good conversations, and then they get a feel for what it's going to be like here. So they can't visit usually.
Has this program always been so internationally diverse?
Since we became Division II more and more, in order to be the level we need to be to compete in the East Coast Conference.
Not all players are new to the area, however. Freshman Alyssa Brott is a Churchville Chili graduate and has naturally become the team tour guide.
Yeah, I mean, first day you had to tell them the best local diner where you can get the best breakfast. Yeah, I mean, we a little bit here and there, the local places, movie theater, ice cream parlor, the essentials. But they pick it up quick. They're very independent and brave souls, so they do well. But I try my best, show them the ropes.
It seems that no matter what part of the world they come from, these ladies have built lifelong friendships that will last well after they say goodbye.
I couldn't leave Rochester for forever. This is my family. It's my people I've known for 4 years, so yeah.
What do we want? B-I-C-T-O-N-Y! B-I-C-T-O-N-Y!
Well, thanks everyone for watching.
And a special thanks to our sponsors, including Fidelis Care, for making the College Sports Beat possible.
We'll see you right back here next week for our first season finale.